Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a very cool deck. We're going to be checking out Sebulba Yellow. I think this is going to be one of the shortest videos because the matches are just so fast. It's either you have it or you don't, and you normally do. The deck is extremely strong. I think for those aggro players, you're going to be really happy to see this deck, and some very amazing cards, some very amazing plays. So let's jump into the deck list and let's see some matches. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so here we go. This is the deck list. I really love this deck list, where we have 3 of every single copy. It's a very simple deck. It's straightforward. Either I kill you or you kill me, and that's it. And let's jump into it. So first we have Aura Singh. Okay, let's see first Sebulba. So Sebulba says, exhaust him, discard a card from your deck, and a friendly unit gains raid 1 for this phase. So pretty good ability. The raid 1, just that extra single damage per turn is pretty good. And the fact that you're discarding a card has a bit of synergy with some other cards we're playing in the deck. Of course, we're playing in Mos Eisley. And let's see what we have here. So first of all, Aura Singh. Aura Singh is a pretty good, you play her turn 1, they can't attack her, and she's going to potentially deal 4 damage on turn 2 if you give her raid. She's pretty good at trading against other things, especially with the raid 1. So she can trade into any of the 4 resistance units by giving her raid 1 with Sebulba. We normally don't want to do that unless we're like on a mirror match or something like that. We normally just going to go straight to base. That's one of our turn 1 drops. Then we have a bunch of them. Like, we really can't miss our turn 1 drop. So we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that are turn 1 by 3 copies each. BT1. This card you want to play if you know your opponent plays like a heavy ground list, just to get that extra damage in. Normally, that combined with something like Vader will help you clear out the field without having to spend attacks on enemy ground units. There's something I really like about Sebulba, and it's the fact that you can go either space or you can go ground. And there's a bunch of decks that really suffer from taking hits on the space. So you're going to see in the gameplay where a lot of times, we're playing Obi-Wan, we're playing those lists that have a lot of Sentinel units, and we know they have them. So we just try to prioritize as much space as possible. So the Black Sun is there as one of our best turn 1 drops against decks that suffer against space. HK, just an amazing unit. This is the only case where it's good to start trading into your opponent units, and you're still dealing damage to your opponent's base. Interrogation Droid it feels really amazing. There's decks that are gonna not want to remove your stuff and they're just gonna try and race you. And the Interrogation Droid exhausting any unit is so powerful. And then the fact that it also discards card from your opponent's hand can be very good. And it's a 3/1, so it's pretty powerful. So definitely really like the Interrogation Droid. Outer Rim Constable, defeating Chewbacca, defeating dangerous upgrades. Defeating especially Shadow Staging Prime, which is starting to be played a lot, is very good. 3 strike ships, as I was saying, just for that game where you want to go very heavy on space. Battle Fury is incredible. Battle Fury and Aggressive Negotiations don't combine that well between each other, but you will see that normally you're just throwing your Aggressive Negotiations for an extra 2-3 damage and then dropping the Battle Fury, swinging for potentially 6 damage or more. And this just really closes off games. There was a really fun game where we played, like a mirror match, and it's just like who can play the most upgrades to make your units bigger. 000 is so nasty. 5 damage plus 1 if you actually give him raid. 6 damage from a turn 2 drop is so nasty. You got to put a card on the bottom of your deck. That's not going to be very important. But the fact that Sebulba is throwing cards to your discard pile makes doing this pretty easy. So very good card. I usually try to keep a hand. If I see 000, it's just a 4/4 turn 2 that can deal an additional damage is incredible. Academy Disciplinarian, I really like as well. He can trigger basically a bunch of your units. So he can trigger HK, he can trigger Black Sun, he can trigger Aura Singh, BT, Strike Ship, and he can even trigger your Sebulba to deal that extra 3 damage. And then you get a 3/4 body. So very good card in aggro. I would say Sebulba Podracer is the best card in the deck. I think between Sebulba and Volt's Carrier's Defender, You have a very, very solid turn 2 play, as well as with 000. So, your turn 2 plays are amazing. What you do is, you play Sebulba Pod Racer, you exhaust your leader, give it raid, uh, ready it, and swing for 4. So you're basically dealing whatever you play turn 1 plus this, it's 7 damage. And then if next turn you play Darth Vader, or you play any of the upgrades on it, like if you play Battle Fury, um, swing for 6, ready it up again, give it raid, swing for 7, that's 13. You already dealt 7 the turn before, your opponent's dead. If that happens and they haven't basically fixed that play, you win. Like they will immediately concede to a game where you put Darth Vader on the pod racer and attack twice. Plus the damage from Vader. It's just very, very, very strong. Of course, we're playing 3 aggressive negotiations. Just amazing card. Urk. This guy is a beast. You drop him. Academy Disciplinarian can ready him, so it's 12 damage. Your opponent is not expecting it. He's hidden, so there's a point where he's just trying to kill your units. And then this guy comes down, you claim initiative, you deal 6, and that is usually enough to close off the game. Or you do like 10 with an aggressive negotiation play. And then I'm playing three charge with treason. There's definitely some games where you want to deal with the opponent's sentinels. Very, very good in the mirror match to kill Sebulba. And then, of course, we're playing 3 Vaders and 3 Shadow of Stygian Prime. This is one of my favorite cards in the new set. So what Shadow of Stygian Prime says is the opponent, the unit that has this upgrade can't ready, and it deals 2 damage to your opponent on each regroup phase. So this is normally just enough to win you the game. Like if you put this on a big unit from your opponent, and they don't have a way to solve this, this deals 4 to 6 damage, gets rid of a big unit for 3 turns. It's just so devastating for your opponent. So I love this card. I usually try to keep one in hand just to close off the game. And that is it. Let's jump into the matches. Okay, so here we go. First match, we're going up against Vader. Vader Force is becoming pretty popular. I've seen a lot of people playing it. Let's see, upgrade. I haven't seen that many upgrades on Vader Blue. He does play Shatterpoint. We do have the Scariest Defender. I'm not seeing the good cards we actually want to see. So let's mulligan. Well, not a lot more here. He does have Chirrut. So we might want to keep this. Although we can go full space. And I think that's probably going to hurt him a bit more. So let's try it this way. Next turn, we just swing with Raid, play our Scariest Defender with a shield token. And the Pod Racer is pretty good here as well, especially with Battle Fury. Let's drop the Academy Disciplinarian. And I'll start by... Do we want to play the Pod Racer and hit for 3 this turn? He can easily solve that problem though, so let's go space as we said we would. That Child Fane, if he starts drawing cards for us, we're also playing aggressive negotiations, so it can be very dangerous for him. So far, so good. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll pass. We don't need a second one of the ships. Ooh. Well played there. That's rough. I guess we can give this raid and swing for another 3. Okay, I guess we deploy. He'll deal 1 damage. Okay, so setting up the Anakin there. The Academy Disciplinary can give us an additional attack on the Sun Patroller. And we could save ourselves a little bit of damage with the interrogation droid. So let's drop the BT-1. He'll probably take out the pod racer immediately. I guess we just swing with Sebulba if he does that. Or he takes out Sebulba. Okay, going in with the Tyrannus. Let's see what he kills. Okay. We'll still get to swing in 3. We could go 6 into base, go up to 21, but I think the Battle Fury could be better, but let's see. Could also go Academy Disciplinarian for an extra 2 damage. If he swings with the Assassin, maybe Interrogation Droid, Exhaust Child Feign. Okay, he discarded a card. That's fine. We'll go with the Disciplinarian, I think. Get that extra damage. That is actually... Let's put the Battle Fury on it. Deal 5. We'll discard the Strike Ship. That's fine. And then we're very close to winning here. I'm not going to resource anything. Let's see if he has a way to kill the Sun Patroller. He has 4 cards in hand, so potentially, the Shatter Point, he has the Force, so he can use that. He could give it -3/-3, but that's not enough. What did he do? Director Krennic to do 1 damage to base. Okay. And that's game right there. GG's, let's requeue for the next one. Just a bit too fast for Vader. Okay, going up against a Vader yellow. This can also be pretty interesting. Okay. So we could go heavy on ground. Let's go ahead and keep this. I think I'm going to keep this for the Chirrut. Oh, he doesn't have Chirrut on this one, so we'll go this way. Start off with HK. Claim initiative. Let's just swing here. And see what he does. Okay, he swings into our... let's play the Pod Racer. This is pretty good. Maybe you could even use it now on Sicantro. Or is he going to immediately trade in here? Let's see what he does. I'll pay 1. I'm okay with just dropping this turn. Let's see what he deals the 2 damage to. And then we just swing with that first thing we do. Okay. Okay. Swing here. Get back our pod. And then Not bad. I guess we start deploying in space and try to do like a big swing on space next turn. We could potentially do 3 plus 4. That's... Can he deal damage to... Oh, to a unit? It's huge. I'm going to deploy the pod racer. Try and swing with it. Seven away. He can't deal with our ship right now, so we could potentially try and close... Like, what could he do? Maybe like a big isle, and then we messed up, but we can still do the shadow. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's a huge swing. Okay, I think we just do this, and I think we have it. Ooh, so close, so close. You know, the ferocity was good there, you know, bring us up to 6, and we still had the aggressive negotiation. So very, very close, but we managed to get Vader yellow as well. He was going to swing for 12 there, plus whatever he could discard from hand. That was a huge, huge swing, but we managed to get it there in the last swing. Going up against Kylo Red. This can be very interesting as well. I really like Kylo. You know, the video we made on him. Not exactly playing red, playing more a hard control-y version of it. Let's see how it goes. So when I say strike ship plus Vader, I really want to keep. Let's drop one of this and one strike ship. Actually, let's just go full space. Don't need a second Vader. Perfect. 5 damage in. And then we get to deploy next turn, which is going to be great. Let's get rid of the Aura Sing. You know, here potentially we can play Battle Fury, play the strike ship, deploy Sebulba. Just swing as hard as we can. He could have Shatterpoint right now, so I'm thinking we just go attack now before we lose the unit, just in case he has the Shatterpoint. He passes, okay. I'm tempted to just claim. You know, I could potentially do a lot of damage here, but yeah, I'm just gonna claim. He gave me a free another big swing. I will definitely take it. And I'm not even going to resource this turn. I'm just going to go for a very big aggressive negotiation swing in here. And that puts us really, really close to victory. Very dangerous for him, that pass. No, Kyrus is about to die as well. I'm going to deploy Sebulba here. Even if I get 1 damage in, it could be brutal. So let's see, he potentially... I'm scared of something like a Sentinel on ground. Let's just start with the strike ship, see what happens. No, he can potentially heal. Okay, that takes a lot of his resources though. Okay, he's looking for a way to deal with it. Arasing is pretty good here as well. I think I'm going to keep it just so that we can finish off the game with aggressive negotiations. So he can still play. Actually, I don't think he can play a Sentinel. Let's play the Arasing, and then we still have another strike ship. Let's also play the strike ship. Kylos has restore 1. I'll go ahead and claim. We have big damage potential with any of the two of them. Gonna lose the strike ship here. And bam, going in with the aggressive negotiations, we managed to get Kylo Red as well. Let's go ahead and requeue for the next one. Okay, so here we go, going up against Jyn Green. Very interesting. I love Jyn. I think it's so fun. Such a fun leader. Let's see if Sebulba can deal with her. I think this is a good start. We don't have an... Oh, we do have Battle Fury for the Pod Racer, which could be amazing. Discarding a card from Jin's hand is not going to be that important for us, so let's get rid of that. This guy I love. He's just so strong, but I think our turn 3 play is not him. Our turn 2 play is the pod, so let's drop him. See what Jyn plays. Okay, we'll go ahead and claim. It's pretty good in case he has an upgrade. Aggressive negotiations could be amazing as well. So I guess we do drop the outer rim. And we might as well... Actually, let's give raid to Arasing. Actually, let's not do that. Let's just swing with Arasing. Because we have the Pod Racer, so we need to give raid to the Pod Racer and take out Bodhi. Okay, so I guess we could go space here. HK could be good with these small units here. Even the Shadow seems interesting if he trades badly here. Let's get rid of the Battle Fury. Yeah, I imagined he would do that. Let's swing. Let's actually give this raid. Let's see if we take the damage. That's interesting. This can get huge. Let's deploy. We could potentially kill Cinta. Cinta is not a threat in this moment, so we're just gonna do this on Han. Deal 2 damage, pass. This is amazing against Cinta. I don't know if he's gonna put like a shield on it. I'm not sure how he upgrades it in the green package. We could potentially exhaust it and have him discard a card too. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So we could get rid of a card from his hand. Let's do that. I really want to play the Black Sun. Yeah, it's fine. Aura can take a hit. Actually, I'm not going to resource anything. It's just 1 extra damage with the aggressive negotiations. He used up all his resources, so let's start stacking up damage on this Black Sun. Let's see if he can deal with it. If he can, we're in big trouble. We do have a shield on it, and that's game. We managed to get him. Let's just discard whatever. The HK is fine. And we got him. We got Jyn. Very, very strong. I think that's why we needed to play the ship out, because we needed to be able to attack on space if he had any Sentinel units. He had Cinta, so at any moment she could be a Sentinel. And also, well, he did play another Sentinel on ground, so we got him in space. That even that extra 2 damage from aggressive negotiations, it's so important because, with the Shadow of Prime and you being able to exhaust this unit, we could even get there. Not a very exciting hand, really, but we can hit him pretty hard, and we do have triple O. Let's keep this. I'm going to keep this as well. I'm going to get rid of this and this. This could be pretty good. But I think we just go triple O. Let's give this guy raid. That's fine. I don't think we're going to lose him right now. And it's good if we deal 3 damage. Okay. So Vader's pretty good here. Can we play both? Not this turn. Let's just deal 5 immediately. Dedra's a big problem. I guess we might as well play it. Pass. So now he has to decide if he wants to sack the patrollers or attack with it. If he doesn't, it's just an easy target for Vader. Yeah, okay. So aggressive negotiations works pretty well for us here. Is he... Okay, he just trades in. Oh, so he just deploys, but he's gonna kill Vader, right? Okay, I guess. Oh, and he just... Oh. He's getting us. We need the Shadow of Prime, but then he can just sack it. This is bad. That was a pretty good play there. So we have. This has restore, so he's just getting away from us. We might have lost the Krennic yellow here. I don't see what we could potentially do to survive this. We were pretty close. So 5 damage is not going to do much. Yeah, that's GG's. Okay, so here we go. Going up against Krennic Blue. Interesting. You know, Krennic is very dangerous. Krennic Blue plays... Okay, this is going to be a hard one. You know, Krennic is always difficult. I like this hand. You know, I like 000, and I like starting out with the Sun Patroller. I'm going to keep this. I guess we drop this too. He has the initiative. Okay. That's too bad. But I think we can claim it. Let's get this. Okay, we'll pass. Another Sun Patroller. I guess I'd rather have the Sun Patroller and drop the 000 anyways here. Let's see what he does. Going for the Force. I'm going to give it Raid. I think it's worth it. Okay, deal 3. So this can be pretty bad. If he trades in, I would much rather have... Okay, perfect. Maybe I could have given him Raid. Get that extra damage in. Could be important. Let's see what he plays. We can still do 6 damage with Sebulba this turn, plus the Academy Disciplinarian. Perfect. I guess it's a good thing we didn't... We're going to lose her against the Assassin next turn. But I think... Was that the best play, though? Really depends on what he's going to do right now. But the best thing... Yeah, he'll probably just swing into it, right? Okay. Going up to 20. Sun Patroller. We claim. Important heal right there. Okay, I guess we don't discard anything. Just start by swinging 3, then giving raid to the Sun Patroller. He's still 1 away from being able to play Krennic, so we're kind of safe here. It's too bad we haven't had a Shadow of Stinger Prime yet. That could really close off the game for us here. Although against Krennic is pretty bad because he just sacrifices it. Yeah, true. It's only worth playing after he deploys Krennic. Okay. I guess we play in space because he has a strong presence on ground. We can also deploy this afterwards, no problem. Let's make him discard a card. Oh, yeah, I think it's worth it. Ooh, perfect. The fact that he's allowing me to deal 3 to base is huge. Let's just keep everything. Oh, he didn't resource anything? He can't deploy Krennic. Oh, he just lost. He made a mistake. Although he can probably play a resource from hand, but... Okay, he's gonna heal a little bit, but he's used up all his resources. So let's start giving raid and things to our unit. He has 2 resources. I don't think it's enough. And we got him. We discard, whatever, that's fine. And we deal damage, and good game. We got Krennic. He didn't have a very good hand. Let's jump into the last game. Oof. Obi-Wan can be extremely difficult. You know, with all these sentinels on ground, he stops our Sebulba pretty easily. We can try to go space heavy, but the fact that we don't get the extra damage from Sebulba is rough. We can try to play around the Obi-Wan though. And this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and keep. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do this. This can be pretty good. Let's get rid of the aura. Really depends on what he plays here. Okay, that means we can get the double damage with the pod. So let's do that. Okay, we can get the attack in with Sebulba this turn. 6 damage is huge. He's probably just going to attack with Maskanata into the pod. Okay, that's okay. Let's give raid to the patroller. We need the extra damage here. Let's play the... We play Urk without claiming, and then he just kills it next turn. So I'm going to put this on Maskanata. Okay, we'll deploy. And we'll get in the extra damage here. Okay. Should survive to Gunji. Ooh, okay. Vader's amazing here. Let's get rid of the Aura Sing. I think we still need to go up to the 5 resources so that we can play... I guess it wasn't the best thing to do this turn. He's very, very close to actually dying on us. We need to hit... Okay. So Sebulba can actually swing. Let's just go do that immediately. See what he plays. Oh, God. I could play this and claim. And he's basically going to be dead. Let's do that. Okay, he's killing Sebulba. But we are going to get in 6 damage plus 4 damage. That's 10. And then he dies because of the Shadow of Stages Prime. I think we got him. At the end, thanks to the Urk. He's just such a big swinger. The fact that he's hidden makes him amazing. Not playing anything. And bam, that's game. We got him. Okay, that was the last game. Thank you all for joining. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.